driver Nicole Lyons and a car crash reconstructionist, Soan Chow. Welcome to both of you. Thank you so much for coming in. Soan, I want to start with you because these videos keep coming out, these surveillance videos of the crash. And, you know, to my untrained eye, all I see is a crash into a light pole, but I don't actually see it, and I see the smoke and then flames. What do those pictures tell you?
The light pole you spoke of was a breakaway pole, and that one, it broke and it's lying on the sidewalk. I don't know, I believe there was another tree that it made contact with and probably broke that one. But the third one that came to final, where the vehicle came to final rest, it's leaning. It's a live tree. It's much more rigid, I believe, than say a telephone pole, a dry telephone pole. Mm-hmm. It's also narrow, which is bad. There's not. It's
so
more
the narrower and stronger the object, of course, obviously, the car would hit that and it would cause more damage.
Correct. And it was buried into the ground as opposed to, say, a light pole.
So the light pole breaks in half, another tree breaks in half, but the stronger tree, would that cause the most devastating damage and cause the car to explode? Because I was wondering, why would the car explode?
I believe the explosion came from some kind of flammable fluid or something else. It wasn't the car when it makes contact with a rigid object like this. It might make a loud bang noise, but it wouldn't explode.
So there was some flammable liquid in the car, do you suppose, or was it just gas in the gas tank?
Well, from what was being recorded and being shown, I saw that a gentleman making statement that he believed the gas tank's in the front. I believe in this vehicle, and I believe it's right behind the seat. Right behind the seat.
Okay. So what do these pictures tell you about speed? How fast might this car have been traveling?
I'm not a car designer, but I do know about you know, these particular more of these exotic ones. They're made in 3 sections, and first they start with a monocoque, say a bowl or cup, and then they attach the drivetrain to it, the engine, the transmission, and all that, and they are married together, assembled, fastened together, and they are made to break away right behind the monocoque.
So the car is designed to come apart, right? In other words, right?
In an event of a crash like this, it's designed to break apart, and that's what happened here.
Okay, so as far as how fast the car was going, what's your best guess?
I think it's in excess of 45, and being a highway designer myself, I believe that this is a curb highway, and so typically we design curb highways to design speed to be 45 miles an hour.
And but this car, in your mind, was going faster than 45 miles per hour.
Yeah, this car is capable of doing.
Right. I just wondered, you know,
200 miles an hour.
Because the car exploded like that, it must have been going really fast. Nicole, let me ask you this. TMZ obtained a copy of a memo from Porsche that was sent to dealers back in 2004, right before the Carrera GT went on sale, and I want to read to you part of what it said. It says, this vehicle cannot drive over a Foster beer can that is lying on its side. It will crush the can and damage the carbon fiber under the panels. The Carrera GT is as close to a race car as we will ever get. This car has all the disadvantages of a race car. You need to be aware of what type of road surface you're on. So, Soan says, like, the car might have hit that curve. And if something like this Porsche hit the curve, what would that do to the car? Except I know you've driven cars like these.
Well, it would do what we saw happened.
It would be very hard to keep control of that car.
Yes, I mean, we're talking about a 600-plus horsepower car that they're very right. The Carrera GT is a race car. And like he said, it breaks away in 3 different areas, which is designed for on the track and on the track barriers, not curbs and trees and poles or any of those type of things.
So had they been driving a normal everyday car and they hit a curve, maybe the accident would have turned out differently?
I'm not saying that maybe the accident would have turned out differently, but the normal car is, 200, high 200 to low 300 horsepower, has traction control and all of those things. So the actual breakaway and, being able to get away from the driver is going to be a lot less. This car doesn't have traction control. It's a full-on race car, so it can easily, like you said, hit a beer can and steer you wrong.
It's just so sad. Nicole Lyons, Song Chow, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.